Hey, this is the time that everybody has been waiting for. It's all about the CBE. They're saying, who's the top 10 in the CBE? Well, we've got the top 10 channels for the CBE World Championship belt. Not championship belt, World Championship card. And we've got the top 10 contenders for the Intercontinental Championship card as well. And we're going to be going through both of them. There's going to be some channels that are going to be on both the World Championship and the IC Championship. And if you come in here, you're also going to get a big shout out as well. So don't be, if I'm live, come on in and we'll shout you out. All right. So we're going to have the top 10 for the World Championship. The current champion is Styx G. And we've also got the top 10 for the IC Championship. And right now, the IC champion is none other than Red Rum Josh. There'll be a couple channels that are going to be, they're in it for the World Championship and for the IC Championship. And if you want to go up and down the championship ladder, if you want to become a world champion, all you have to do, if you're in the IC Championship realm, all you have to do is win some big matchups. If you're, it's probably the easiest if it's Zach's Collections. If Zach's Collections can get on a big winning streak, he's going to go from the very bottom rung to possibly the top of the ladder. That's, but Zach's a great guy. He's just had some bad luck. So, so like I said, the IC Championship is held by a Red Rum, Josh over at Red Rum, the current number one contender. Hey, hobbyist, how are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I'm just doing a top 10 IC champion and world champion for the CBE. And the list has been out. The CBE Collective has finally come up with their top 10 rankings. Zach, Sports Cards and Collectibles, how are you doing? Zach, Sports Cards and Collectibles, you are on this list. Right now for the IC champion is Red Rum, the number one contender. The first opportunity at the IC Championship is going to be Rose City Sports Cards. They still have to go up after each other. The number two contender, but she was in a number one contendership, so she's going to be going after either the winner of Red Rum and Rose City Sports Cards, and that is none other than Julie Farnham. And Julie Farnham is in here right now. Julie Farnham, right now, she is the number two contender, but she automatically goes to the number one contender because she had a big win versus me and Daryl Giordano. So Red Rum and Rose City Sports Cards are going to be going one-on-one. The winner gets to take on Julie Farnham. The number 3 is Daryl Giordano. Number 4 is Callie and Jordan Squad. So if you want to move up the ladder, challenge me, challenge Daryl. Julie takes on challengers. That's going to be, Red Rum versus Rose City Sports Cards will be an epic matchup. They already had one epic matchup in the tournament. They're going to be having a second. Who is the number one tag team? Hey, that's a whole nother story. That is, starting next month, I think May 24th. Julie, get your tag team partner because the tag team tournament's happening. Right now, there is no top 10 for the tag team, but we are going to have a tournament. We're going to have the first ever tag team championship. We're going to have our very first tag team champions of the world. Johnny Popsicle, how's it going, my friend? Go check out Johnny Popsicle. He's been playing some MLB 23 The Show. So go check him out in his live streams and go say hi. So we've got. Yeah, thank you very much, Zach, for bringing it up. But yeah, so we do have the tag team championship tournament. Anyone can participate. Just tell me who your tag team partner is going to be. That's going to be in May, but I believe very, very soon there's going to be a tag team. It's going to be the very first tag team matchup. I'm not going to say who it's between. It's going to be a surprise, but there will be a tag team matchup in the very near future. All right, so we've got Red Rum. We've got Rose City Sports Cars. We've got Julie Farnham. We've got Daryl Giordano. We've got Callie and Jordan Squad at number 4. Number 5 is Canadian Card Breakers. And number 6 is a man that's in this chat right now. He's looking to become a top tag team. He's looking to become a top champion in the singles, and that is Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Go check out Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Awesome channel. He does his 3-pack Thursdays. He does live. Sometimes he goes lives with it. He's doing some amazing shorts lately. My shorts have been absolutely bombing this week. I have no idea. I'm like, my timing must be like bad right now, because I'm like, I was getting like 2,000, 5,000, 6,000 views. I'm like, now I'm like, all my older shorts are still getting views, but the new stuff is getting like nothing. And sometimes it's like the next day I'll take a look and it's like at 1,000. And I'm like, it was at 100. It was at like 10. And then there's some that just don't pop at all. It's just the way of the shorts. But Zach Sports Cars and Collectibles is doing a very good job. They have to loop, constantly getting over 100% view time. That is true. That is true, because I'm like, every time it loops, it's another view. So they do have to loop. But then you have to get people to watch them. I was watching today, they started adding shorts to TV. W Vogs, hey, how's it going, my friend? The newest member of the CWO, the newest member of the CBE. Unfortunately, he's not ranked. He's not ranked because he hasn't had a matchup yet. So we don't know what to think. But W Vogs hopefully will be battling very soon. All right, so Zach Sports Cars and Collectibles is ranked number 6 for the IC Championship. Number 7, we've got Frank's Cards and Collectibles. I've been doing well with Old Westerns. Oh, Old Western. Okay, so I did a short about the Hunter Renfrew catch last night. I thought maybe it was the song, but it wasn't a copyright strike, but it was like a copyright claim or something like that. So I'm like, I'll be battling in late April. I see. This is what I mean. I'm like, Will said he's going to battle the start of April. Now it's going to be in late April. He's scared. He's scared of the Julie Farnhams of the world. He's scared of the Zach Sports Cars and Collectibles of the world. This is what the this is what the CWO does. They say they're going to battle and then they don't, because they're scared of the CBE. Total promo, Will. I just did a promo on you. No worries. Number 7 is Frank's Cards and Collectibles. Number 8 is a Rip 'em All. Number 9 is Raven Rips. And then number 10, Contender. I don't think this guy's got a W in the CBE yet. But it is none other than Zach's Collections. Brandy's Unboxings and More. Hello, how are you doing, my friend? I'll be back. No, I'm not. I'm not. Bring it on. Acknowledge me. I acknowledge you, Will. I acknowledge you. I'm calling you out, and I'm calling you out right now. Acknowledge me, Zach. What? How do you enter, and what's the details? Johnny Popsicles, are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, please give me a message. And then, you can, any of these people, you could message them. There is a scoring system, so go back a couple videos. There is the new CBE scoring system that we're using. Will going to join you tomorrow night on Spine. Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles is going to be on Spine Ticks. There we go. That's going to be awesome. Will's also going to be on Spine Ticks. Spine Ticks, an awesome channel. And he does an amazing live stream on Saturday nights, 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. But yes, so sorry, I'll go back to Johnny Popsicles. You just have to challenge people. As long as, you guys have, say, the 2023 hanger, just an example. There is a scoring system. Go check out the scoring system. It's basically a 1 point for like your favorite team and your opponent's favorite team. That's the one of the changes that we've had. Also, if you want to be on the tag team scene, Johnny Popsicle, you're more than welcome. David said, "Oh yes, sorry, yes, you did ask for a picture of the scoring system. I will send you something. I'll probably just send you on Instagram just what what. Oh, we got the Intercontinental Champion in the house. I've not seen him in a while. Yeah, I think he's been dodging. He's been dodging a lot of channels. The IC Champion. I've got your card. I kind of ran out of funds, so I'm going to be sending it on Thursday. I promise. I'm going to send out Sticks G's as well. But we've got, we've got the title belts. Actually, it's upstairs. I should go if everyone wasn't sleeping. When I go live next time, I will make sure I bring down the championship. I'm not going to send not the actual cards, but the actual championship that Callie did. She did an awesome job, and very proud of her. And yeah, go check out Red Room. I beat the IC champion, but it was not for an IC championship belt. It was non-title. It was a non-title matchup, but Callie and George Squad squeaked it out and won. He's already beat the IC champion. Don't worry. Once you're done with Rose City Sports Cards, and once you're done with Julie Farnham, Josh, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after that title, and you're going to be sending it right back to me. I promise you that right now. It's going to be great. God is Great is in the house. Go check out God is Great. He does some amazing. I forgot your CWO, Red Rum. I forgot for a second. Yes. Red Rum, the title belts are all on the CWO because Sticks G is CWO, Red Rum is CWO. We got the founding father of the CWO, Cole's Comic Claims. Who else is in the CWO? I'm like, it seems like everybody. JG50 is on the CWO. Will just joined the CWO, and Frank's Cards and Collectibles is on the CWO. 6 members strong. And right now, I've beat Red Rum. I've beat Cole. I've beat Frank in the tournaments. I'm like, I've beat half of them. I have lost to 6G twice, but there's some cheating in those ones, so don't worry about it. But yeah, please go check out God is Great. He does some amazing shout-outs. If there's any giveaways going on there, he's going to be shouting them out. So if you're doing a giveaway, go check out God is Great. Message him and just say, hey, I've got a giveaway. He'll come and he'll probably shout you out. Cali Collector 75. Go check out Cali Collector 75. Awesome channel. What does he not do? He barbecues. I love your barbecue videos. He normally goes live when he does it. David, despite being in different factions, well, I'm no brother to CWO members. I'll tell you that right now. I will tell you that right now. And I don't know, it might be a big brother thing where I'm going to be putting the boots to you. But when we go one-on-one, I'm going to make sure that you're the 4th member of the CWO that I've beat. And I've only got 2 more after that. I'm like, everyone else might not be helping me, but I'm going to single-handedly take out the CWO. Believe that. But go check out Cali Collector 75. Awesome channel. He does. He opens up football cards, baseball cards. He does, Hot Wheels. He buys cases of Hot Wheels, which is incredible. Yeah, and his shorts are doing pretty well as well. My recent short hit 800 views. Oh, I was getting like all my Mario and all my Paw Patrol, all those ones were hitting 2,000 views. Then all of a sudden they just, I don't know, just tanking. But you talk a good game, but we'll see what happens when the cardboard reaches skin. Hey, talk a good game. I can talk a good game. I beat you. Josh. I haven't beat Stickstreak. Sorry. I've beat Cole Comic Claims numerous times. I think my record versus Cole's Comic Claims is 8 wins, 4 losses, 1 tie. I'm going for the championship. I'm gunning for the tag team championship. So if anyone wants to be my tag team partner, please message me. We've already got Raven Rips and Rip 'em All, obviously, as a tag team. The CWO has not got back to me about who is tag teaming up together. Who else? There will be a tag team matchup. It's going to be the very first tag team matchup. It's not going to be in the tournament. It's going to be like an exhibition. It's going to be the first official sanctioned CBE sanctioned tag team matchup. Dave, invite me. We will set it straight. I'm not on. I'm just on normal. I'm on just normal YouTube live stream, so I can't send the. I don't know. For some reason, I think if I'm on my phone, I could do. We could do 2, but I'm not on my phone. But yes. Josh, love you too, brother. Awesome dude. Go check out Redrum. I might, this is just a promo on them. It's just a promo. It's easy to do promos when you win. I'm like, especially when you beat them. And especially when you don't battle. I'm like, it's easy to do promos on you guys. But, it's awesome though. I was debating about switching factions. Tell me why to join the CBE. Hey, the CBE is just the league. That's just the WWE, right? So there's no CBE faction. That's just the CBE. You can join the Hurt Squad. So right now there's the Hurt Squad, which is me. There is the CWI. I can't really. I'm like right now. I'm like you've got 5 people in front of you. Protecting your back. I would stick with the CWO. But the CWO is going down. It's a sinking ship, and So I'm gonna go through the top 10. So Josh, you might have missed the first couple, but your first matchup is going to be against Rose City Sports Cards, which is coming very soon. We've got whoever wins that matchup, the number 1 contender after that has already been determined. That's going to be Julie Farnham. So Julie Farnham is 2 or 1. So 1A and 1B, I guess we could say. Daryl Giordano is number 3. Number 4 is Callie and Jordan Squad. Number 5 is Canadian Card Breakers. Number 6 is Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Number 7 is Frank's Cards and Collectibles. Number 8 is Rip 'em. Number 9 is Raven Rips. And number 10 is Zach's Collections. I'm sorry, A Surfer, awesome dude. Go check him out. He's been doing these. He's not going live. I'm like, he's doing these videos and he's premiering them. And they're super awesome because if you're on those, then you can just, whoever's on there, make friends. Just like these live streams, go up and down. These channels that I'm shouting out in CBE, go check them out. They all have battles. If you go into my, playlist, the CBE, go check out those battles. It takes you right to their channel. You can click on their links. Also, if you go onto any of my long short videos, what? No, not my short videos. You go on my long videos. go to the very bottom, and everyone that's in the CBE is there, basically. So go check them out. Jay Thompson, hey, how's it going? Long time no see. I think I missed somebody up here. Hold on, let me see. I believe I missed somebody. Melodope Comics, hey, how's it going, my friend? Yeah, we're just going through the top 10 IC contenders. Red Rum is the current champion. How long is it going to last? I don't know. All right, so for the World Championship, we've got the champion being Styx G. Appreciate, no problem, Ace Surfer. I love what you're doing. And the thing is, it's not about just staying in, if you do cards, it's not just about staying in the card. We're talking YouTube. Go. I like what Neil does. Neil Collects. I had to think about his name because he's changed it like so many times. But go check out Neil Collects. I love what he says because it's not just about staying in the comic industry or staying in the card. I don't know why I said industry, but I said industry. And I'm gonna stick with it. Sticking with. Just go and, check out other channels. I'm like, we all have different hobbies and definitely worth it. Hey, John, Southern Exposure. Hey, how's it going, my friend? So what's new? Oh, man. Did anyone see? So I did a short last night showcasing the amazing catch very first day of Hunter Renfrew. I'm like, he basically just threw up his glove, no look, caught it. It's definitely probably going to be a triple and, maybe an inside the Parker. But he somehow caught it. But I got not a strike, a copyright claim or something like that. So I was like, whatever. Where Firebox Breaks, you're in the championship, and I'm doing it right now. Melodope Comics, I got Panini, Ultra Fleer, and some DC Comics coming up new to rip, so can't wait. Hey, that's awesome. Hey, Melodope, if you want to do some battles in the CBE, you're more than welcome. I am on Instagram. Message me on Instagram if you're interested. I can probably set you up. Firebox Breaks. So Firebox Breaks, you are, basically you can challenge anyone from the Intercontinental Championship. Because you're in the World Championship realm, you could basically, after Julie, I'm like, you can challenge the champion for the IC Championship at any point in time because you're in the World Championship. But, okay, so let's go through the World Championship. We've got this champion, Styx G. The number one contender is JB Ghost Hunting and Other Hobbies. Go check out JB's Ghost Hunting and Other Hobbies. Awesome channel. Opens up a lot of hockey, a lot of baseball. Last year, he was on the huge Wander Franco. I think we were all in the Wander Franco hunt. I'm still on the Wander Franco hunt. That will never end. Yes, please explain. Laugh aloud. Okay, so the CBE is the card-breaking entertainment. Go check out. So we had a big tournament, and we crowned our very first IC champion and our very first world champion. The first IC champion is Red Rum. The first IC champion was Red Rum. The first world champion is Styx G. And yeah, so these are the rankings right now. Basically, there is a scoring system. If you go back a few videos, the scoring system. But if you message me on Instagram, I can explain everything to you. Let's go. A challenge we'll have. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. So Styx G is the champion. The number one contender is JB JB's Ghost Hunting and Other Hobbies. Number 3 is Cole's Comic Claims. We've got number 4. Sorry, I totally messed this up. Okay, number 1 is JB Ghost Hunting and Other Hobbies. Number 2 is Cole's Comic Claims. Number 3 is JK Johnny. Number 4, the number 4 ranked in the World Championship is none other than Firebox Breaks, and he's in the house right now. And this guy's interesting because he came out in the tournament hot. Like he was beating everybody by like miles and miles and miles. And this guy opens up fire. I'm like, there's fire in his name. And because there's fire in his name, the cards that he opens up is absolute fire. So yeah, go check out Firebox Breaks if you haven't already. And he is the number 4 contender for the world champion. And he actually lost, I believe, Fire. I believe you lost to Styx G, right? I forget, somewhere in the tournament. I think it was the semifinals. You lost to Styx G. And he was in a big 3-way battle between Julie Farnham, Firebox Breaks, and what I think it was it Cash and Dad? It might have been Cash and Dad Pack Busters. And it ended up being a tie between Julie Farnham, who is the number 1B IC champion. So, Firebox Breaks, he's up there. He's one of the best in the CBE right now. And he is the number 4 ranked. Number 5 ranked is JG50. He's the newest member of the CWO. And Fire, I just saw your response, and yes, I believe you're right. Styx G has coerced a lot, and it's just a matter of time when he loses the title, he loses the championship. What I want to see first is I want to see Cole Comic Claims, an actual matchup between Cole Comic Claims and Styx G, and let's see what happens. If Cole beats Styx G, the whole CWO could just implode. Or because Cole is the actual leader of the CWO, if Styx beats Cole and Cole is like, I'm done with the CWO, it could implode the CWO. That's what I'm looking forward to. All right, so number 5 is JG50. Number 6 is Cash and Dad Pack Busters. Number 7 is Rose City Sports Cards, and that's interesting because he's also the number 1 contender for the IC Championship. So go check out Rose City Sports Cards. We've got at number 8, Rip 'em All. Number 9 is Raven Rips. And number 10 is Julie Farnham. So some of the big IC champion contenders are on the top 10 for the World Championship. And, well, let the craziness begin. So Josh, at some point, if you can, figure out what you're going to battle with Rose City Sports Cards, I cannot wait for that matchup. I'm going to be sending out your championship. The next live stream, I will make sure I have it right now. It's in the drawer in my bedroom, and everyone's sleeping because it's 11:30 at night. So I will grab those in my next live stream, and I will show them off. Callie did an amazing job. I won't show the actual card. The actual card is going to be a surprise that I'm going to send you. And so that is the top 10. And we got a couple more people coming in. We got Vintage Card Steve. Go check out Vintage Card Steve. This guy, he talks about the hobby. His insights are amazing. And he does some awesome just the way that he does his videos are just amazing. He does these like he goes from like say 1970s and he'll show off like a Brooks Robinson card, and then he'll go to the late 70s maybe and show off a Nolan Ryan card, and and then it just goes up from there. He does an amazing job with it. Awesome videos, and he does an amazing job with them. So yeah, please check out Vintage Card Steve. You will not be disappointed. Texas Hockey Cards, another awesome dude. He does a lot of live streams. Lately, he's been sleeving up his Coyotes cards. I have no idea how he's still sleeving up Coyote cards. I cannot believe that there's that many Coyote cards out there, but it's been like 3, 4, 5 weeks, and he's still sleeving them up, and I don't understand. But he's still doing. I have update baseball and capstone, but I can get something different if need to over the weekend. So there's no hurry, really. Set up the battle. I want to send you the championship before you defend it. Okay, so I'm gonna be setting them all out very soon in the near future, and then we will and then we will set up that or set up that matchup, and then you'll have the title when you actually do it. So please go check out Texas Hockey Cards. Awesome dude. He does some awesome shorts as well, and he talks about absolutely everything. Like, he does an awesome job. But so if you can get in contact with Don over at Rose City Sports Cards, and we will set it up, and you can definitely set up a non-title matchup with someone. Because you know what, if they beat you and that they're pretty much, I just sent them an email. Awesome. Thank you very much. So let's go through the World Championship again. We've got Sticks G. And also what I would love to see is a title match between the two title holders. That matchup would be awesome. And also, that is also another CWO matchup. We'd love to just see the CWO implode, and it could be Sticks G versus Red Rum. But the titles won't change. But hey, bragging rights for sure. So so let's go through the top 10 again. At number 1, we got JB Ghost Hunting and Other Hobbies. Number 2, we've got Cole's Comic Claims. Number 3, we got JK Johnny. Number 4, we got Firebox Breaks. Number 5, we got JG50. Number 6, we got Cash and Dad Pack Busters. I want to go back to Cash and Dad Pack Busters because they're new to the CBE, and they have done an absolutely amazing job. They came out, had a 3-way battle. I think they came out too strong. They were going up against Julie Farnham and Firebox Breaks. It was a tie between the top two, and Cash and Dad just they fell on their face. They got steak in their eyes, and it was a rude awakening for them for the CBE. But that's what we are. We are the best of the best. They were in the independent scenes. They were dominating the independent scenes for a very long time. And they came out, big shots. They were going to they were going to provide Julie Farnham with steak because they were going to that's how bad they were going to beat them. And they ended up getting the steak in the eye. But then they came back and they beat Julie Farnham in a one-on-one match. They beat Zach's Collections in a one-on-one match, which Zach holds the dubious honor right now of a 0 and 5 record, I think it is. 0-5. They have not won yet in the CBE, but they will get a win. And like I said, all it takes is 3 big wins. When you're at the bottom of that list, you start off, you might challenge Frank's Cards and Collectibles. You beat them, you move up the rankings a little bit. And then maybe you challenge Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Maybe you beat Zach and you move up a little bit. And then maybe you challenge Cali and Jordan Squad. You beat them. All of a sudden, within 3 matchups, you're probably in the top 4 for the IC Championship. And as long as you're in the top 4, you can actually, so Firebox Breaks, because you're in the top 4, because JB hasn't issued a challenge, you can still issue Sticks G a challenge. He doesn't have to accept it, but you can still issue him a challenge for the championship. Ambient Storm, how are you doing, my friend? Go check out Ambient Storm. They just reached 1,000 subscribers, and they, they do an amazing job with their music. I've really enjoyed their gaming. I'm not sure. I think that was like 2 weeks ago. I'm still listening to that one because that was an awesome one. They do nature sounds. Like you put them on when at night. You might be having a tough time sleeping. Put on some ambient storm. You'll be put to sleep. And sometimes it's like the rain. Sometimes it's it's everything. So go check out Ambient Storm. Yeah, does an awesome job. Awesome dude. He is the music of Spine Ticks, the live stream on Saturdays. Sith is not here, but I'm still going to shout out that dude. He is a real one. Okay, Sith Spine Ticks. He's a real one. Go check him out. Go check out his Saturday night live stream. Last one was his 4K giveaway. I was unfortunately not able to win in that giveaway, but he does an amazing job. He gives away Mario cards every week, though, and once he reaches 5K, he's going to do another 5K giveaway. Like what was he giving away for the 4K? Hoops. He was giving away a Hoops blaster box. I believe. Durs was in there giving away some comic books. I believe Sith gave away a comic book. There was this incredible mistakes after mistakes ended up happening, but we got through, and it was awesome. I like listening to thunderstorms to sleep. Yeah, me too. That's I want in. I want the belt. Johnny Popsicle, you are in. Like I said, if you're on Instagram, please give me a message. I do actually have a CBE Instagram message as well, where we just talk. A lot of people use it as trash talking me, but it's not. That's not what it's for. It's about developing some storylines, developing, and that's what we're going for. We're going for like storylines, promos, and everything else. So please, awesome. It's a good time. I've also developed the CBE channel. I will be going around to everyone's channel and commenting on that channel in the very near future. Go check it out. I'm also going to be working on a website, which I was hoping to have done by now. I got busy with some, having 4-year-old twins. Just, sometimes it doesn't give you the time that you need for stuff like that. But there is definitely. And also, everyone in here, if you haven't, click on Ambient Storm's link and sub him up if you haven't already. Everyone here, I can honestly say everyone here does some amazing stuff here. Funny, that dude said he was going to leave my channel if I keep trying to help people connect. Okay, so I might have missed something. But no, I'm like having people connect is amazing, and totally okay. So going to be a live stream, yes. Spine Ticks, yeah, go check them out. So A Surfer, not sure who you're talking about, but I try to go up to see what. A Surfer, going to be driving home, but here listening. Appreciate the kind shout out. Okay. I'm like I don't like I'm like having people connect is how else are you going to grow? I'm like you should have like it's always good to have like a core number of people. I've made so many friends here. I'm like, I can honestly say, like, Zach Sports Cars and Collectibles, an awesome dude there. And I would consider him don't want to mention names, but Funny, he said he wants people to connect. Okay. All right. Sorry. So Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. I totally, this guy is a friend. Finish Card Steve, an amazing dude. Yeah, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, no, I'm like, drama is whatever. No, we're all about positivity around here, and no, I'm like, connecting is definitely, it's huge, and I would definitely encourage everybody to go up and down this list. Like I said, everybody here are awesome. Firebox, and the thing is, it's the hustle. And the thing is, if I see you on my channel, I'm going to go back to your channel. I'm going to watch your stuff, and I always say the best thing is the algorithm. The shorts, I'm like, go check out 2 or 3 shorts, or go check out 2 or 3 just regular videos as well. Make sure you comment, throw the thumbs up, throw the thumbs down if you don't like it, but we're all about positivity here. Big thumbs up is always good. Yeah, there's no reason for a card channel to be under 1K. Yeah, you know what? Shorts are awesome. Like I said at the start, my shorts were doing amazing. This week, not as good. But I did a lot of shorts today that I will probably put out on the weekend. The one thing that I've always been is I don't want to just do one thing. I want to be able to do like 3, 4, 5 things. All drama is not bad. It keeps the interest high. That is true. And the thing is, I'm like, someone could like throw the thumbs down. They can make comments on your videos, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm like, you just gave that channel the view. I'm like, or if you go do it like to every one of their videos, hey, I have 1,000 videos. That's 1,000 views right there. I'm like, hey, if you're watching even half of those videos, go right at it. But yeah, past week I'm getting about 200 subs. Exactly. I'm like, those the videos that do well in shorts, you can definitely get a ton of views. You can get a ton of views and a ton of subscribers. They just don't always come back to your live streams or your regular videos, but it's a good starting point. And the thing is, once you get to a point where you get more and more interest, then hey, maybe they will turn around and start watching your live streams. Maybe they'll come and turn around and watch your regular videos. But if they do not like me, unsub does not bother me one bit. Exactly. I think I've only one time, and it was the very early on in my channel, our channel. I think someone said something negative. It wasn't even that bad. But it was about Jordan, and I was like, no, put the block on. Like, that's all you have to do. Put the block on. Once one is monetized, both types of videos pay. Exactly. I'm like, that is what it's all about. 10 million 90 days is crazy, though. You know what? So, Melodope, what I say is, yeah, I'm like, try and get that 1,000 subscribers and try and get the longer videos. I'm like, 450 hours? Because once you get that 400 watch hours, right? 400, whatever, watch minutes. I forget whatever it is. Whatever it is. Go for that first, but keep using shorts, to drive up your subscribers. And there's 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, I have no idea what I was even thinking there. I might have said minutes, but I meant to say, I knew it didn't make sense in my head. I just couldn't think of it. 4,000 watch hours. But like, honestly, like, get to there's ways of doing it. And yeah. Wow, you guys Yeah, we got our first 1,000 subscribers in the first year. It was actually almost the very like we started in April. I think like our 1,000th subscriber came like just before April 1st. We started April 1st. Our very first video was a WrestleMania. Okay, we're talking like 5 years ago. WrestleMania prediction. That was our very first video that we ever did. Storage Bandits. Hey, how's it going, my friend? We're going through the top 10. We're shouting you out. We're shouting you out right now, my friend. Go check out Storage Bandits. He puts up new videos every Sunday around 6 o'clock Eastern, my time at least. And usually they're pretty good. I think the last video I saw, you were like out there, like just, I think you were using the golf club and breaking some glass, which was super fun to watch. It's a busy, yes. Okay. See you later. Firebox breaks. Yeah, no, I'm like, I'm like, YouTube is hard, and just there's ways of doing it, and most of them do work. I've been earning more on shorts lately than long form videos. Yeah, so it's hard to. Is it something silly like 5 cents or something like that for every 1,000 views or something like that? So you just gotta get views. But yeah, I'm about 6 months in with making videos. Got a long way to go. So I don't think you can do it now, but I was in a awesome. We had some awesome channels, like toy channels, because back in the day we predicted sporting events, so wrestling, like WrestleMania, wrestling events. We did, and then we did toys, right? And Callie's my daughter, Jordan's my son, and so we would do boy toys and girl toys, and so we had 2 different channels at one point. It was too hard. Callie's channel actually took off first, so I was like, okay, let's keep every video in, like everyone, like Jordan's channel and Callie's channel. And that's how we came up with Callie and Jordan's squad. Jordan still has his channel, which he's been using as a video game. He hasn't really been doing a lot lately, but yeah, that's what he does on his channel. But yeah, so we did a lot of toy reviews, and we did this huge giveaway with 2 other channels. Actually, there was one giveaway that we did where we gave away $1,000, but it was like 15 of us. It was like 15 channels. We gave away $1,000, and that helped with some subscribers. And then we did one giveaway. Brian, not Brian LCS. It was a different one. And what was the other channel? Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the other channel's name? But we did a giveaway. We gave away like 6 Lego sets, like 6 girl Lego sets and 6 boy Lego sets, and that was huge as well. Yeah, so we did some monster giveaways, and they helped a lot. It just, then all of a sudden YouTube started clenching down on that type of stuff, and it's hard. And the thing is, you don't want to just do giveaways, because then they come in for the giveaway and then they don't come back, right? But yeah. I'm 3 months in, 154 subs, 39,000 views or so. Grow together. Yeah, exactly. And just keep on work, and just getting into cards and stuff like that. And I definitely try and help as much as I can. Comic Journey, how's it going? No gender neutral. Well, no, they are all gender neutral, right? Star Wars is gender neutral. Lego Friends is it's everything's gender neutral for sure. But Yeah. 3 cents per. Yeah, I was off by 2 cents. I was off by 2 cents. I'm so sorry. Giveaways are great for supporters, but not for getting supporters. And a lot of them, I remember, I forget what, but you would see your, subscribers go up, and it was like, oh my God, I'm like, if we just went up 1,000 within like a month, and then, once the giveaway was over, then they started going down again, right? Lost 200, lost 300, but. Yeah, so you used to be able to, maybe you can now, but you'd be able to, because YouTube wants people to stay on YouTube. Okay, so the best thing right now, it's the giveaway trolls. Yeah, exactly. The best way right now, I think, because it's all about the algorithm. It's not to get people away from YouTube. It's about keeping people on YouTube. And so what I always say is, go to someone's channel, watch a video, and then try and watch a second video, comment on both those videos, but then don't leave YouTube. Obviously you have to leave YouTube at some point, but then go check out someone else's channel, maybe someone that commented on that video or something like that, and then go check their channel out. If you haven't already, subscribe to them. It's all about the hustle. If you hustle in YouTube, you will get good results. The hustle and longevity is where you get the great results. If you don't hustle and you don't go and support other people, you might be able to grow for a little bit, but what ends up happening is, you get into that rut or something where, you don't want to do YouTube anymore because, your subscribers went up, and then all of a sudden, maybe they plateaued. Once you plateau, what's your goal after that? Your goal after that should be, to see that. And unfortunately, a lot of people, once they see it plateau and maybe even take a dip, they might not quit right there. It might go up a little bit and then plateau again and then dip. After that second or third dip, or after that plateau, second or third plateau, that's when people quit. And, you just can't. And I'm sorry, Don Blundell, Hall of Fame and more. I did see your comment. I am shouting you out right now. This guy does some awesome live streams almost every day of the week, basically. I think I always see you doing a live stream. Usually they're around 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock Eastern. So yeah, go check out John. I believe he does some giveaways as well. And another one I haven't won a giveaway because I suck at winning giveaways. For some reason, I've won a couple off of Julie Farnham's channel. I did win one from 3 Good Nerds. And I have to show that video. I don't even know what's even in it yet. But it's a pretty decent looking package. So I can't wait to open it up and, definitely be opening it up on one of our videos. Thank you for the subs, Red and Zach. I subbed back. Awesome. Sub back and then, turn back and go and watch some of their stuff. And 3 Good Nerds is awesome. They are, a great channel. Then they did a video that their next giveaway was non-Americans. And of course, we're not from America. We're from Canada. And, so I couldn't get into that one, but I will be in the next big one because, well, I barely win giveaways, and what can you do? And Donald has awesome live streams. Jump on his bus. Yes. Jump on his bus for sure. And, that's what it's all about. It's all about support and, just, going on, watching people's videos, going at their, I'm terrible at thumbnails, and I'm like, and sometimes I'm just like, okay, I just have time to do this and this and this. And then I'm like, oh my God, the thumbnail. I'm like, what do I do with the thumbnail? I really do have to get better at thumbnails. That will be one of my goals for sure in 2023 is just getting better at thumbnails. Because they say that, thumbnails are important to the YouTube grind. And, I'm all about the YouTube grind. Ride the train, hop on the MARTA, and do it for Dale. Exactly. I love it. But yeah, so those top 10, channel. If you're a channel out there like Melodope, you're getting into cards. If you want to get into the CBE type of battle, I'm like, I'll send you all the stuff that you need. We do have a Instagram messenger as well that we just chat about. It's supposed to be like making matchups and stuff like that, but it kind of seems like people want me to make up the schedule, and I have no problem with that, and I will make up a schedule. And yeah, just watch out, because there is a tag team match coming up pretty soon. Oh my good God, not worthy of a battle? No, everyone's worthy of a battle for sure. And the thing is, what I'm thinking is, I'm like, it doesn't even have to be cards all the time. I'm like, we can like set up, battle some, and I'd have to think of how we're going to do it, but I'm like, we could do comic battles, right? Because they do like those mystery boxes and stuff like that, right? So we can do stuff like that. I think there's Funko Pops boxes where we can do that, and I've seen Funko Pop battles. Ketons of Fun does a lot of those battles. Go check out Ketons of Fun, another awesome channel. And I'm even thinking of stuff like that. It doesn't always have to be cards, right? It is the card battle entertainment, but I'm like, if we can take it a step further to Funko Pops and comics, I'm down for that. I'm down for that for sure. I'm opening some Ultra Flare Avengers tonight. Are you doing it live, Melodope? That'd be awesome if you were. I sent you a message on Instagram. Okay, awesome. I will check Instagram in a bit, and can't wait to get you in. And the thing is, oh hey, there we go. You haven't even been here, Sith, and I've already shouted you out, and I'm sure that people are sick of me shouting you out. But the man is here. He is the next MLB The Show All-Star. He did a video today. Go check out his video where he showed he can hit home runs. He can hit dingers from the right side. He can hit dingers from the left side. And, he's awesome. And he does an awesome, like I said already, I'll do it. I'll say it again. He does an awesome Saturday night live stream. He did a 4K giveaway. Unfortunately, I did not win. I got shut out. Did not win one prize, but that's okay with me, because it's all about that one shot of winning a Hoops Blaster box. That's all I needed, and I might not have won it, but I'll be coming stronger on his 5K, because I'm sure his 5K giveaway is probably going to be within a week or two. So my LCS gave me about 5 hangers. Oh, nice! That's awesome. But yeah, definitely go check out Spine Ticks. This guy, his Mario shorts are amazing. During his regular live streams, sometimes he'll give away, 1 or 2 of his Mario dupes, because he's been opening up a ton of these boxes, and I'm sure that he has like the full set 10 times. What he should do is he should be giving away a full set. Actually, probably not, because I think those cost a lot of money. Actually, I believe that's just for one box. It's because it's a Europe import. It costs a little bit of dough. Tony's Diecast Customs. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Full set, $300. That's crazy. Go check out Tony's Diecast Customs. He does some, this man doesn't even need to buy Hot Wheels anymore, because he gets so much mail. I think every video that I watch is a mail call where he's won something, or he has, a random act of kindness. But this guy is, this guy's awesome. He does some awesome shorts as well. And his diecast, shorts do very well as well. So yeah, please go check out Tony's Diecast Customs if you haven't already. Yeah, tomorrow we've got Will and Zach on the live stream. I don't know what Sith is thinking. He might have just lost his live stream, because Will's going to be talking his ear off. I don't know. Make sure you have that mute button ready. He's like I said, Will's already the newest member of the CWO, and I can't wait to battle him in CBE. But yeah, Vogsy is coming in. Is coming in for a mail. Oh, mail calls. Okay, so he's not in for the whole show. He's coming in for the mail call. Okay, that's awesome. Also, Sith has some amazing mail calls usually. Usually there's a big-time rookie of, Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin. Who else does he usually get? He loves his Ryan Getzlafs. He loves his Corey Perry's. So, yeah, usually there's some pretty good stuff there. Can't wait. Been working on the studio tonight. Oh, can't wait to see the studio. Can't wait to see Zach's Sports Cars and Collectibles studio for the Spine Ticks. I got a hanger MLB star rookie tomorrow. PS. Oh, I'm taking a guess right now. It's a Trouter, but I could be wrong. Yeah, check out every channel that's here, man. Everyone here is pretty awesome. No, you're not pretty awesome. You are all awesome people. Sensei Domino talking about a Spine Ticks legend right here. He's only been on the show a couple times, but Sensei is an absolute amazing dude. Yeah, go check out his videos. I'm like, Sensei's videos are, awesome. He does the after party for a Sith, which for me is around 2:00 in the morning on Saturdays, which is way too late for me. So that's my Sunday morning watch usually, because normally that video is like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm like, you must have to spend like 10 hours just uploading it to YouTube. He probably starts uploading that video on Thursday night and finally gets uploaded to YouTube Saturday morning so he can get it out Sunday morning. Yeah, please check out Sensei Domino 15. And also check out his brother. And hey, we got Frank's Cards and Collectibles in the house. And Frank, I've got you. CBE member. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know why I think it's right here. Let's see where you are in the top 10. You are at number 7 for the IC Championship, Frank. It can either go up or down, and your ranking. And right now, your ranking is it's at 7. So make sure you get some battles in. Mr. Winfrago, hey, how's it going, my friend? I will definitely put you. No, sorry, I'm not going. Sorry, Zach. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Okay, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Go check out Mr. Winfrago. I'm like, this dude's doing something right. He does some awesome J-Rod cards. He does awesome baseball openings. Check out Saturday, not at the same time as Sith, but Saturday at, I think, usually 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern, over on Adrian's channel. They do an awesome podcast, and they do an awesome job with that, and that has definitely been a very huge success for both of those amazing channels. 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay, I thought so. So yeah, please check out Mr. Infrago. He's also been playing MLB 23 as well. Yeah, going to have to do it before the mail gets here tomorrow. Have the yes, and we also got the autograph fisherman John Burgess. He's his very first. It's only on the very first day of every month, and tomorrow's the April 1st, and it's the very first show of a TTM show, which stars John Burgess. It also stars Zach's Collections, also stars Cash and Dad, and Sensei Domino 15. So definitely, it's an April Fool's Day. So is this a real podcast? I don't know, because this could be a joke, and it could be the April 1st joke, and then you go on to like John Birch's channel and it says April Fools or something like that. But no, check it out. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun, and I'm like, there's so many people that do some amazing live streams, some amazing podcasts, and I'm like, go check everyone out, and if you haven't already, subscribe to them, and make sure you go and check out those live stream podcasts that happen. We'll try staying up, brother, for your premiere, brother. Sensei Domino work during the week. Oh, yes. Yeah, I worked. So I didn't have to work last night and tonight, but I did work last night and tonight. But, hey, I went to, the Pedro Pete's game. So this glove is a Pedro Pete's goaltender glove from a few years ago. So it's an OHL team, the Ontario Hockey League. These kids are the kids that get drafted into the NHL. Some of them make it to the NHL right away, but they play until 16 to 21. The hockey is amazing, and so it's a playoff. So we had game 1 versus the Sudbury Wolves last night, where we won 4-2, and we had game 2 today where we won 2-1. And I don't think I have any of my Canadian brothers in here. They kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm super pumped about it because, we're up 2-0 in a best 4 out of 7 in the very first series. We finished 4th in the division. And, so we have 2 kids that played for Team Canada Juniors, Owen Beck and I can't say the other guy's name. Frank's, Frank is Canadian. Hey, Frank, we can nerd out about the OHL. He's probably a QHL fan though, considering he's in Montreal. So, talking about the Q wants to ban fighting. And let me tell you something. I'm like, the last couple games in the OHL that I went to see, I'm like, it's been rough. It's been like losing that in hockey is not good. So I don't know whether I want to lose fighting in hockey. I'm like, the hits have been bigger since the playoffs started. It's been a little bit rougher. I can't see hockey not having that physical elements anymore. And I understand. I'm like, player safety and stuff like that. I totally get it. But at the same time, I'm like, just watching it. Oh my gosh. I'm like, it's night and day over the regular season. And I could be in the minority there, but I don't know. If we lose fighting, I'm like, there's going to be more stick play. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Because if the Q bans fighting, it'll be interesting so for the Memorial Cup, what happens is the winner of the WHL, which is the Western Hockey League, the winner of the OHL, the Ontario Hockey League, and the winner of the QHL, they all get together and they're in a 4-team tournament. You might wonder, okay, what's the 4th team? So there's every year there will be a team in the Q that will host the Memorial Cup. That team gets an automatic entry. And then the next year might be the OHL. Then the next year after that, it's the WHL. So those are the 4 teams. They do like they battle against each other those 3 games. The top 3 teams go on. Then the semifinals, the 2-3 team play, and then the winner takes on the number 1 team. I'm like, it's a fun tournament at the end, but it'll be interesting because if the Q band's fighting, then I'm like, what does the CHL do? So the CHL is the Canadian Hockey League, which encompasses every one of them. So I'm like, if one band's fighting, I'm pretty sure everyone has to be fighting. But exactly. I'm like, and it's not even a good hockey fight in the playoffs is exactly. I'm like, your team could be losing, and that could gain you momentum for maybe the next game or maybe later in the game. I'm like, your team could be down in the dumps. What's going to happen? Who knows? But it is what it is. Blades of Steel. Oh my God. What a game that was that, right? I'm like, Blades of Steel for the NES, awesome game. One of my favorite games was NHL, was it 93? I'm like, you could go, the 2 easy ways to score. I'm like, if you're down like 3-0 or something, I'm like, if you cross the center line with a guy with a good slap shot, take a slap shot from the center ice, goes right through the goalie's legs, or you go all the way around, go behind the goalie's net, come back out, and usually you had like a wide open net. Oh, the good old days of some good old video games. But, Blades of Steel was another, and that was a good one. Did anyone play the Wayne Gretzky game? Oh my gosh, that was the worst hockey game, but I think I played it so much as well. Yes, Tony, did you collect hockey cards? Yes, you need to start collecting hockey cards. And what better way for collecting hockey cards than getting into some CBE battles, opening up hockey cards. It's a win-win situation. Not only could you become a world champion, but you could also, start, your hockey collection or continue your hockey collection. Atlanta Night Games, the IHL in the 90s, just for the fights. I'm like, those kids are those players that played. I'm like, either are almost good enough to play in the NHL, or they were kind of past it. And look at the commish. What? What does that even mean? It was either those players that are or they're past their prime and they just go out there and fight. But hey, One of Us cards. Hey, how's it going? Go check out One of Us cards. I was bragging on you. Brandon Jansen's in the house. I haven't had the opportunity of playing any What? No hockey games on any console? Oh my gosh. Definitely check out. If you have any of the newer systems, you don't have much of a choice. It's basically the EA Sports game. Definitely. If you have like a working SNES or NES, go check out some of those games. Brett Hall had one. You have an Xbox One, because you play a lot of Call of Duty, right? Or Fortnite. I believe you have. I have a PlayStation 4. I don't have the PlayStation 5 yet, but I am. PlayStation 5 is definitely on my list to get. NHL 22 rocks. I have not played NHL 22. I have 20 and 21. So if anyone has 20 or 21, if you have PlayStation 4, check me out. And, I have, what else do I have? I want to get the new Major League Baseball. That'll be coming out. I have Madden. I have last year's Madden, and I will definitely be getting this year's Madden. I play a lot of shooters as well, because they're fun. PS5 is basically a PS4, but just faster. Yeah, that's what I've heard. But I think you guys are starting to get more games. Like I want to try that Hogwarts game. It looks fun. I know Bizarre Breaks has been playing that. Trainer Gord has been playing that. Looks like a super fun game, and I'm not sure I can get that for the PS4. I think that's just a PS5 exclusive or Xbox One or something, or whatever that one is. We also have an Xbox One as well, but Jordan kind of took it from me, and he has it in his room. And GoldenEye, and oh my gosh! But the thing is, Tony, if you have a PS4, I believe that they just made a PS4 version of GoldenEye, which looks awesome. But I have an N64. I still have a working N64, and GoldenEye, still play it. Awesome game. That was the best game. I remember playing it in university, and I'm like, so I had a job. I think my job started at 7:00 in the morning. Me, a buddy, and my stepdad, we were playing GoldenEye, and I want to say it was like 5:00 in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, I got to get to bed. I went to bed like an hour, and then had to get up and get ready for work. I'm like, that was one rough day. But it was awesome though. Having a great Friday. Cracked a blaster of Stadium Club. I want to open up Stadium Club. For some reason, I haven't, but Water Franco Refractor looks amazing. That's awesome. Did you film it? Is that going to be on the channel soon? Sith, I remember playing Halo with my boy. Oh, Halo was an awesome game too. I loved Halo. That's, I wish I still had my Xbox, but I guess I can still play it in Jordan's room. I'll be happy playing Duck Hunt. Oh my God, Duck Hunt on the NES. That was amazing game. You got the cartridge with Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers. That was amazing. We'd stay after work for hours to play and tell her when we were working overtime. I love it. Love it. Halo was such a fun game. Like that first Halo game was like revolutionary. That was amazing. I'm about to swap over to a PlayStation because I can't figure out how to get the game chat to be heard on. Yeah, I've heard about that. I have an external Elgato capture card as well, and I can't figure. Oh, okay, that's not good because Jordan wanted to do it, and we got an Elgato capture card. He's been able, so we can. How do we do it before? Because we have some of his gameplay, and he figured out how to talk and stuff like that. But we wanted the Elgato because there was a time limit, I think, for the other way. I forget, but I'll ask him and I'll message you. But yeah, the PlayStation, I'm not sure because I probably have to get an Elgato for the PlayStation because right now you can play 1 hour, I think, for the PlayStation. And it's awesome because it's super easy to do, but I think it's only an hour. I saw Stadium Club Chrome tonight at Walmart. Yes, I'm like, I gotta find. I'm not sure if I can usually find Stadium Club Chrome. I can usually find Stadium Club, and I'm always like, I want to pick it up, but I never do. I'm not sure why, but I should. Hey, Jay, how's it going, my friend? Go check out Jay Pylon. Try using YouTube on PS4 or PS5. Yes, for sure. I'm actually thinking of before Madden 23 comes out. I'm thinking of doing a live streams of 2022 Madden, because Madden's always my jam. I love Madden, and I'm thinking of doing like probably like a franchise mode or whatever where we do the draft and stuff like that, and I was thinking starting that maybe this weekend. Considering I'll have lots of time next week, especially Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is Easter and stuff like that. So I might have a little bit more time. I say that now, and I'm like, yeah, probably not, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. But I might start it this week. They're doing a huge garage sale here tomorrow. Going to film it. Oh, nice. That's cool. That's awesome. nothing better than a good garage sale. We're still in the midst of, March. The weather's starting to get better. So April, I think we're supposed to get a lot of rain tomorrow. But our garage sales will probably start in probably May is usually when they start. Yes, I want to ask, what's the best kind of cards to go in for Walmart or Target for baseball, basketball, football? I know that's a lot to ask. Okay. Baseball. Okay, so football, I'm like, you can get the cheaper stuff. I like Mosaic. Actually, I'll go. Hold on one second. So I did open this on my channel, Mosaic. I always, for some reason, collect a lot of Mosaic. Now, I'm in Canada, so I'm like, my football and basketball, I'm like, sometimes we get like Mosaic for like a month maybe, and then all of a sudden I can't find it. But yeah, so I'll say, this is what they look like, which is, I'm not sure. It's harder on the live stream to check out the video. It's better quality or whatever. But actually, you know what? I haven't done anything. I don't know why. I have not. I just kept them in the box. But there's some people's favorite player, Dak Prescott. I actually have no problem with Dak Prescott. I like Dak Prescott. I want him to do well, actually. This is a cool card. This was a Hall of Fame of Lawrence Taylor, which was a pretty cool card to get. But, okay, so I'm kind of answering the question, and then I'm going through all the cards. This was actually a good, Desmond Ritter. I think he has, I don't know. Well, we'll see. What Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, he's a Atlanta fan. Does this guy, will he get a chance? Will he get an opportunity? We have Rashad Evans. White, sorry, not Evans. Rashad Evans is a linebacker. David Ojero. We have a Thunder Lane of Mr. Justin Jefferson. I'll have to send that out to Julie. This is a cool card if you're a San Francisco 49er fan. I was going to say Sith, you might like it, but you're an Oakland, Las Vegas fan. But yeah, so I'm answering the question a little longer. Ritter will be our yes. Okay, I thought he was going to be it. So I hope he does well. So this one you can get a Brock Purdy. Now, the only problem with Brock Purdy is he is not going to be a starter. I'm like, he's not going to be a starter in San Francisco. But I'm like, San Francisco is going to own his rights for the next 4 years because he's super cheap because he is on the rookie contract. So I don't know what to do with, like, if I got a Brock Purdy, I'd probably sell it like right away because I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He also got hurt at the end of the year. He tried to, that game against Philadelphia in the playoffs, he tried to come out, but no, I'm like, he couldn't. He could barely throw the ball. So if you're going to do it and you're going to chase Brock Purdy, I'm not sure if there's anyone here that you would want to chase. I'm like, for me, I want to chase Malik Willis because he's Tennessee Titan. But everyone, and also like Desmond Ritter, like I do think Desmond Ritter has a really good opportunity. I think Sam Howell has a good opportunity. Kenny Pickett is a good one. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen this year. Like this year's draft is going to be interesting. Some interesting names will be coming out. I just don't know. I just don't know how they'll do, but we'll see. I had mad respect for Brock staying in the game. That showed grit and toughness and not participation. Exactly. And I think I was always I like Jimmy G. I like Jimmy Garoppolo. So I'm coming out being a Jimmy G fan. So I'm like, hey, he took Jimmy G's job, but but no, I'm like, I agree with that 100%. He did. He wanted to come back in the game, and that's you don't get players doing that anymore. Okay, so so Melodope. They also make Mosaic basketball. I do try and get the Mosaic basketball. So the cheaper football that you can get is Absolute Football. I actually collected a lot of Absolute this year. But yeah, what was it? Their Thunder and Lightning. They had spelling errors in it. They had, yeah. I'm like, I collected it because it was cheaper. And just throw it on the channel. Show us the Panini box where Purdy hurt you. Show us the Panini box where Purdy hurt you, David. But no. That's no. Purdy will not be healthy at the start of the season. From what I heard, now things might have changed, Sith, because you say he might be on track. I heard he's going to be out for at least the first month or two. But any Hot Wheels hunting, brother? Yeah. Hot Wheels. I have a couple on my shorts, and I have a couple more coming out, and. Yeah, it's actually totally, yeah, definitely, yeah. Unfortunately, I have started collecting it as well. Yeah, Prism is good, Select is good, Optic is good for football and baseball, and you guys get like Fanatics and stuff like that. Baseball, I like Don Ross baseball. I collected a lot of that the last couple of years. The Topps flagship, Series 1, Series 2 update, just to get some of those top rookies. Hey, Zach, did you check out the one short where I got the Grissom? I'm like, I finally got Grissom. He's, I have two of that Michael Harris guy, but I do have, I finally got a Grissom. I don't know. Where is he now? He got sent down, I believe, right? Or is he a backup? I had to check out some channels and hop on other. Thank you very much for doing that, Don. Yeah, no, definitely go check out all those channels, and right from Roto-World, Shanahan and General Manager John Lynch have made no secret that Purdy will be the team's QB1 when he's ready. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I'm like, you don't draft Trey Lance to not and take out Jimmy G if Trey Lance is not your guy. I'm like, yes, leaves Lance as a trade candidate for a QB hungry team. Is there any QB hungry teams anymore though? I'm like, if you think about it, Carolina is going to get CJ Stroud. Houston is going to get sorry, blanket on the name. Alabama, Alabama's quarterback, or vice versa. The Raiders got Jimmy G. The Raiders aren't going to trade for Trey Lance. Oh my God, please no, don't do that to Jimmy. The Jets might get Aaron Rodgers. Atlanta has Ritter. I don't see them going after another quarterback. Washington has Howell, and they seem pretty good with Howell, so I don't see them getting quarterback. The Colts signed – who did they sign? Oh, they signed Gardner Minshew. They signed Gardner Minshew, but they're going to draft a quarterback, so they're probably going to draft either Levis or Richardson, or actually the other name I've heard is Tennessee's quarterback, Hooker. And Hooker is actually pretty damn good. I just don't see there being many QB needy teams right now that would trade first round draft picks, which is what you'd want for Trey Lance. Like, I think what will end up happening if they trade Lance, I'm like, and And actually, Trey Lance is still on his rookie contract too. I'm like, really? They don't have to do anything for 2 to 3 years. But yeah, I don't see Brock Purdy as a starting quarterback. I just don't see it. I think he's gonna be a backup for Trey Lance, unfortunately. But we'll see. Hooker was real good until he got hurt. And I've seen some mock drafts where Hooker is the number 5 not number 5 quarterback taken, but the number 5 pick in the first round. But it'll be interesting because Levi seems like he's a year away. So if he comes, he does have to be on a team that has a quarterback already. Richardson has all of the physical stuff. He's like Josh Allen potential. Hooker, I think, is a lot like that too, right? So I think Hooker has a lot of Josh. I'll take Purdy. I don't have any Brock Purdy cards. I wish I did. Actually, I have to get some more because I do have to go on the Brock Purdy hunt. And Jamarcus Russell, he had so much potential. Russell, oh my gosh! Actually, one of I have those like football figures, like the McFarlane figures that I'm going to start doing shorts of, and you will see one of these days a Jamarcus Russell figure because I believed in the kid. I started collecting those figures. For some reason, I collected the figures, but not the cards. I no idea why. So I started collecting again in 2019. And I don't know why. I started collecting these figures. I have like a whole like tote box of like those football and baseball figures and hockey. Those are going to be going up in shorts pretty soon. I know where the box is, so I'm like, but yeah, I had a Jamarcus Russell one. I bought it because I believed in him, and my buddy was always like, "No, don't invest in Jamarcus Russell," and he was right. I was wrong. What can you say? Russell could throw the ball 50 yards from his knees, but he couldn't put it together all the time. I know. I just couldn't put it together. Hey, Tony, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it very much. We will see you around the channels for sure. And, thanks for coming by, Tony. I'm like, who am I missing for quarterback needy teams? The Saints drafted, not drafted, but they traded for Carr. Okay, so the Bills won't need one. The Jets possibly don't need one. The Dolphins don't need one. And the Patriots, if Trey Lance is available, does Bill Belichick go for a Trey Lance? Maybe. Right? If they don't believe in Mac Jones, that's pretty interesting. Richardson never impressed me. But Florida is my big rival. I watched Richardson a few times, and I thought he was pretty good. I was more impressed by Hooker and Bryce Wilson at yes. Bryce Wilson was I like him. The only problem with him is he's 5'10", but he's not a runner. But I'm like, he makes all the throws. I'm like, if you give him, he has to go to a team that with a really good offensive line, like for sure. Right? Zappy, is he the man? I don't know. Can Trey Lance go in there and win that job? I think so. But Trey Lance is unproven. Like Trey Lance is an unproven commodity. A, he can't stay healthy. And B, he's a runner. I'm like, he's a running quarterback. So I don't know. And the thing is, we also have the sweepstakes for Lamar Jackson. Does Lamar Jackson stay in Baltimore? But if he goes somewhere else, maybe Baltimore brings in Trey Lance. Maybe that's a potential. Or they might hope that Richardson drops down to them in the draft. I don't think so. I'm like, some mock drafts are saying Richardson first overall. Carolina, don't do it. I'm like, you got to go with either Stroud or Bryce Wilson. Yeah, I'm like 100%. You have to go with one of those guys. Don't go with Richardson. Richardson has to go to a team like a team that already has a starter and can sit for a year or two, or be put in plays, or be put in specific plays. Yeah, so possibly New England. Stroud was very impressive. And he's 6'3". Like, Stroud is 6'3". I remember my friend is a Ohio State fan. I like Notre Dame. And I remember the first couple of games, like a couple of years ago when Stroud started, and he was like, "Oh, Stroud is junk, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "No, he's not." I'm like, "He's going to be one of the best quarterbacks. He's going to take Ohio State to the championship." And like, look at the last couple of years, right? He's been absolutely dominant and almost beat Georgia. I'm like, that kid, he was impressive. I would say Stroud and Wilson are 1-2. I like Bryce as well. But like I said, 6'3" to 5'10". I'm probably picking Stroud number one. But Houston is going to have a really good quarterback in Bryce Wilson as well. Like, both those guys, I'll be definitely trying to collect their cards. Yeah. So then if you go Baltimore, possibly if they trade Lamar Jackson, which I don't see that happening though. They'll end up paying Lamar Jackson. Maybe not as much of what Lamar wants, but they will pay Lamar. Pittsburgh, I think they're good with Kenny Pickett. Oh my God, Pickett, right? Pickens is the wide receiver, right? Pickett is Cleveland has Deshaun Watson. So Deshaun will, he hasn't played a couple years. He played for a couple of games last year. So I think he's fine in Cleveland. And what team I'm missing? Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati's good with Joe Burrow. Hey, Tennessee might be a place I'm like, Tennessee might be a place. If they don't, Malik Willis didn't really impress last year. So he might have this year, to try and impress. Yeah, I don't know about Tannehill. I like Tannehill. I'm a huge Tannehill fan, but maybe, just maybe, if he's available, maybe Tennessee gets Trey Lance. I could see that, and then have Malik Willis as the backup. You think Hopkins getting traded by the Cardinals? If the Cardinals are smart, I think they trade Hopkins. There's a ton. It's a good wide receiver class, but I don't know. There's no alpha male in the wide receiver class this year. But I don't think the Cardinals are contenders, and I don't even know if Kyler Murray will be the starting quarterback next year. But you gotta think, like, if you're an NFL team and there's a last name Manning that might become a starting quarterback in 3 to 4 years, maybe you start thinking, how do I get really bad in the next 3 to 4 years so I can add a player that's called Manning, a quarterback that's called Manning, last name Manning, on my team. I'm like, and he might be the best Manning ever to play, and there's already been 3 good Mannings. But yeah, no, that it should be interesting. Hopkins, if Hopkins goes to the right spot, I think he could help an NFL team for sure. But D-Hop hasn't really played for any teams that have contended. I'm like, Houston had some good seasons. They might have had one really good season where they actually almost contended, but yeah, I don't know. Hold on there, Arch. Arch has all the hype, but best Manning ever. It is. It's a bit premature for sure. But if you're an NFL team, do you try and be bad? Do you try and be bad for him? And maybe he might become the best Manning. I don't know. That's what we do here. We make outrageous claims, and then we pretend that we didn't say it after 5 years. Xavier Wren, how's it going, my friend? Go check out Xavier Wren. Oh yeah, definitely. Teams will tank. And actually, and then I'm looking at Tennessee. I'm looking at the Tennessee Titans right now, and I'm like, we were one of the best teams a couple of years ago, and oh my gosh, going through a level 5 severe weather threat in my area. Holy crap! Ola, stay safe, my friend. That's wow. Yeah, stay safe. Like we were playing again, we were in the AFC divisional, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, we started off 7-3 last year, and we did not make the playoffs, and then all of a sudden, there's like talk that Tannehill could be done. I'm like, is Tennessee and Derrick Henry might get traded? And then I'm like, oh, is this their way of maybe going after Arch Manning in a few years? I'm like, as a Tennessee Titans fan, I'm all for it, but I also want to win now. We have not won one Super Bowl. And if you look at Florida, I'm like, Jacksonville. If you look at Jacksonville in our division, Jacksonville is going to be a good team for the next 2 to 3 years. Okay. Oh, I have to say that Tannehill is still pretty good. Yeah, Derrick Henry possibly. I'm like, right. That's the thing. I'm like, I like Tannehill, but Tannehill needs Derrick Henry. I'm like, if we want to compete for a playoff spot, I'm like, we need both those dudes, and we need to draft a wide receiver. And hope that the wide receiver we drafted last year can become, can improve a lot from last year. But he was hurt a lot. He missed 9 to 10 games. So, but yeah, Tennessee has a lot of our defense. I think they have to improve their defense, even though we're getting a couple guys back from injury last year. But yeah, no, like I said, Jacksonville is going to be a really good team. Will Houston start being a good team in 2 to 3 years if they draft C.J. Stroud or Wilson? I'm like, it'll be interesting. Latest rumor says that the Cowboys could have a $50 million signing on him. Oh, really? $50 million? That's insane. Yes, I was a Houston Oilers fan, actually. Yep. I was. That's where I started liking the Tennessee Titans, was the Houston Oilers. Warren Moon. I remember those receivers. That's the thing. I'm like, it all started with a video game. I don't know if any one of you've played it. It's a small title called Tecmo Super Bowl, which was the absolute best. No, it wasn't a small title, but it was the absolute best football game for a very long time. And I'm like, what? Ernest Givens. And who was the other wide receiver? They had some studs. Tecmo Bowl, awesome. Like, Tecmo Bowl was good. But Tecmo Super Bowl, when they got the season, oh my goodness gracious, that was like the best game. That article is Pierre throwing stuff against the wall and hoping it sticks. That's awesome. but a lot of those articles are like that. Falcons and Oilers used to play a lot back in the day. Yeah, I wasn't into. I'd watch it. Like I remember the Buffalo Bills. Like we were up 30-0 or something like that against the Buffalo Bills in 91 or 92, and the Bills came back and beat us. I'm like in the second half, which was absolutely insane. I'm like, I forget what year it was because the Bills made it to the Super Bowl like 4 years in a row or something like that. Absolutely. That was a crazy game, and that hurt a lot. I'm in Dallas, and no one is talking about paying $50 million to Henry. Pollard is going to get the run, and they will draft a cheap backup in the 3rd or 4th round. Definitely. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I'm like, Pollard deserves an opportunity at being the number 1 guy. I'm like, I like Dallas. Very few that actually like Dallas. I'm actually a big Dak Prescott fan. I'm like in college football, I'm like I like 2 teams. I like Notre Dame, which is my main team. Follow them, but I also like in recent years Ole Miss, and they play a lot against Mississippi State. And Mississippi State had Dak Prescott, and I said, when Dak Prescott drafted, I was like, watch out for Dak Prescott. I don't care where he gets drafted. He's going to become a starter, and he's going to be an absolute legend. And I'm like, he was having a legendary season that 1 year. I'm like, when he got hurt. But 4th rounder made good. Exactly. Ole Miss. No, what are they? Ole Miss Rebels. The Ole Miss Rebels. Notre Dame is a great college for players like guards and O-linemen. That's what we do. That's what we do. Tight ends lately. And defenders, linebackers. We've got some good linebackers out there and defensive ends. Wide receivers. Quarterbacks. They missed having another reliable wide receiver when they traded away Cooper. Yeah. And then they had Gallup, but he got hurt. I think that they were hoping for Gallup and CeeDee Lamb to and that would have been a pretty good. Oh, changing name. Oh, are they really? Okay, I did not know that. Thank you very much. Land Sharks. Oh, that sounds interesting. They fixed. Did they? Did they fix that with Cooks? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sold on that. I'm not sold that they fixed that with Cooks. I don't know. I could be wrong, but tornado warning has just been issued with. Oh my goodness. Yes. Stay safe, Xavier. Wow. 40 miles. I'm like tornadoes. Netflix has like a documentary series about like it was like 4 episodes. One focused on tornadoes. One focused on but I've only watched the tornado one, and I'm like, holy mackerel! Like those there could be warning, and then it could blast through. I'm like, it doesn't take long to cause a lot of damage. So, yes, please stay safe. And I can't give you any hints of how to stay safe because I have no idea. I'm good at the moment. When it gets really closer, then I'll go. I'm not sure. Like, do you guys have like a spot where you guys go, or like what happens? What happens during when a tornado's close? Basement downstairs, and then so your basements because obviously there's probably no. Is there windows and stuff like that, or are your basements like no windows or stuff? Like I have no idea. I'm just wondering if because I'm assuming that if a tornado comes through, if there's windows, right? So probably no windows, right? Okay. That's insane. Yeah. Well, definitely stay safe. We'll be thinking of you. Reinforced concrete walls. Oh, wow. So you're good. You're good to go then. Just make sure that the Wi-Fi stays. But yeah, so there's a lot of questions in the NFL. I still think Philadelphia is going to be one of the teams. I think Cowboys are going to make another big challenge, though, and I hope that Dak Prescott. Like I said, I'm big on Dak, and I hope that he has a really good season. So yeah, I don't know what's in store for the Titans. I don't know. I'm Brandon. Thank you very much for coming by. I appreciate you, bro, and definitely. Check out all these channels. Cooks has been a 1K receiver 6 of the last 8 years. Last year's QB yeah, well, that is true. I'm like, that is true. His QB did stink. And with Dak Prescott as his quarterback, I'm like, there's a good chance he could become a 1K receiver again. Yeah, exactly. I do agree with that. I'm like, he does deserve more love for what he does. Like he's a stud receiver for sure. But yeah, he never really got the love, right? Kind of got screwed in New England. Went to was it the Saints? Was it New Orleans? Oh, I forget where he went. And then Houston. Houston was not a good. Like I don't know, like who signs in Houston? I'm like, you're signing in Houston to like throw your Saints. Okay, Patriots. Oh, then he went to the Rams. Okay, Texans, Cowboys. Yeah. I was just thinking that. I'm like, so he started in the Saints, went to the Patriots, the Rams. I don't know. The Patriots is so hard. I'm like, especially when you're trying to get like a fantasy team. When you're trying to get a fancy running back or wide receiver in New England, you don't know what you're getting. They could get the rock all the time, and that's what Bill does, or they just don't go. Oh yes, he was with the Patriots when they went to Super Bowl. Now, did he win the Super Bowl with the Saints, or was that before? That must have been before, right? Yeah. That must have been way before. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, wait a second. I'm like, I don't know. For some reason, I always, especially when you said that the Cowboys drafted him, I swear I thought that he was older than what he is. And that's why I was like, I don't know if that's a good signing. But no, he's not actually as old as I thought he was. So no, he's still got lots of years left. So that could be a good signing for the Cowboys. Yeah, well, exactly. I'm like, they say that NFL's player's career is like what, 3 to 5 years or something like that. I'm like, it's absolutely insane. It makes me feel like he's 29. Yeah, and that's a sad thing. I'm like, 29? If you're a running back and you're 29, your career, unless you're Frank Gore, could be, you could just be a backup for the next 3 to 4 years. Wide receiver, the 29, 30 age, you could still have 3 to 4 good years left, but you're not going to be the stud that you were usually. But you can still play. You can still play later than a running back. Quarterbacks, well, geez, they can last till they're 50 years old. Tom Brady, I'm still waiting for him to come back. I didn't think he was going to retire, and I still don't think he's going to retire. But I'm like, actually, it's funny because I was listening to the NFL Network, and they were doing this who the New York Jets was going to pick. I'm not sure if he meant to say it, but he said that the Jets were going to sign Brett Favre. And I thought someone was going to laugh about it and be like, "Oh, you mean Aaron Rodgers?" No one did, and I was like, "Oh, this is weird." So I don't know if it was an inside joke that I missed or whatever, but I was like, because Brett Favre went from Green Bay to the Jets, and Aaron Rodgers could be going from Green Bay to the Jets. And then I'm like, is he going to end his career in Minnesota? Julie Farnham, you might have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback in a couple of years. He won't have to be. Yeah, no, he won't have to be the number one in Dallas. He doesn't even have to be the number two, really, because I'm like, you have Gallup there. Like, you just need him to be the, number three guy. Are they still going to have Ty play for the Colts? They signed him last year. George Blanda is the oldest player in NFL history. Played from 49 to 77. Well, that's when players could play back then. I'm like, if he wasn't almost exclusively a kicker the last several years, he would have retired years before. Not to take away from his. Oh wow, dude! So he became a kicker at the end of his career, right? That's smart decision, right? You love the game, you might as well. He's probably like, I can't take the beating anymore because he probably would have been an older guy, definitely. So no, that's a smart career move. But he missed out on 1960 since he was a kicker and a QB for many years as well. That's crazy. The only players that come close to the number he played would be Gary Anderson, Morton Anderson. I remember those guys, and Adam Vinatieri. I'm surprised Adam retired too. I thought he had 3 or 4 more years left in the tank too. You're just kicking the ball. I'm like, especially some of these kickers now, they can't kick a single point anymore. I'm like, if Adam Vinatieri went to the Dallas right now, Dallas would probably sign him. Well, Brady's on that list. Yeah. And hey, I thought for sure he was going to play till he's 50. I thought for sure he was going to be 50, but I thought Brady was going to play till he was 50 years old and just but it's kind of weird because I'm like, why wouldn't he retire when, like, last year? Like, if his marriage was on the rocks last year, why wouldn't he retire then? Why would you want your last season to be marred in all of that? Like, with the divorce and all the separation, the divorce, and all that stuff. Exactly. I'm not convinced either. I'm not convinced that he's staying retired because it makes no sense why you retire, you come back, you divorce from your wife, and then all of a sudden I'm retired, I'm not going to play anymore. Now, supposedly he has a huge TV contract that's going to pay him a lot of money, so he's sensei. I'm like, he's younger than you, and you're still playing the game. But yeah, no, I'm not convinced that he's retired. But where will he go? Miami. And then if they sign Tom Brady, Tua will be up on the market. Where does Tua go? Or does Tua stay for the couple of years that Brady comes in, and Tua can get his head right, and I'm like, Tua was on a pace as well. I'm like, talking about Dak Prescott a couple of years ago being on a pace of just being like an absolute all-pro. I'm like, Tua was on pace to be a top 5 to 10 quarterback last year. Might still have, but I don't know. Who's your top 10 quarterback, guys? I'm like, in no particular order. Tua is just an average QB. He has a lot of weapons, and when they got Tyreek Hill, definitely that helped a lot. But I don't know. I'm like, Joey B would have to be, not in particular order, but Joey B would have to be one of your top 10s. Geno Smith. That was the one. So the one guy said, because Seattle has Geno Smith, that Seattle might actually go and pick up Hooker from Tennessee, and Hooker, would have at least a couple years to, because he does have to play next year because it could be Geno Smith, and then in 2 years, Geno would probably be the backup to Hooker, but I don't know. I'm like, but no, that was an interesting mock draft that I read there. But I don't know. Joey B would have to be one. Obviously, you would have. Patrick Mahomes would be one. Josh would have to be one. Who else? Dak. I don't know. Is Dak Prescott a top 10? I don't know. Is Aaron Rodgers a top 10 quarterback right now? I'm like 2 years after missing the playoffs. I don't have Aaron Rodgers as top 10 quarterback anymore. Whereas back in the day, you would have like Tom Brady, you would have Peyton Manning, you would have Aaron Rodgers. Now I'm like, Patrick Mahomes is Jalen Hurts is definitely in my top 10. I'm like, love Jalen Hurts. Dak Prescott. Kirk Cousins is not even close to a top 10 quarterback. Justin Fields. If Justin Fields can put things together and the weapons that he has, the Bears could be good, and Fields could be he could be knocking on that door in a couple of years, I think. Detroit has a better quarterback than what they've had. I don't think he's a top 10, Jared Goff. But I do like Jared Goff, and I like the Lions. I like the Lions to make an actual playoff this year. They came close last year, but I definitely see the Lions being a top team in the NFC. Who else do we have? You have Derek Carr. I don't know. I think Derek Carr is knocking on the door. I think he came close a couple times, but he's just not there yet. And then you would have Tua, Zach Wilson, not even close. Mac Jones, I don't think Mac Jones. I don't think he's even close. Lamar Jackson, I'm like, can you imagine? Like, Lamar Jackson could be a top 10 quarterback, and yet he's asked to trade out of Baltimore. I'm like, I like Lamar. I always thought, Baltimore drafting him, especially later, I would not have wanted to draft Lamar Jackson in the top 10. Not back then. Like, definitely now, knowing what you get, probably you draft him in the top 10. I like Wilson. I like Watson. I like Stafford. Not a fan. You know what? I like Geno Smith just because of what he got put through. I'm like, what he got put through with the New York Jets, losing that job, and then wherever he went to, they basically just like made him a backup, and then he came back and had the season he had last year in Seattle. Absolutely, I love it. Okay, I'm back. I think. Heck, I don't know. We don't know where we are half the time. I hear you. I'm like, it's oh my god! I just looked at the time. I'm like, holy shoot! It's 12:59. We got off on a football talk, and that's crazy. And now we're 2 hours in. What the heck? I was not planning on this being a 2-hour live stream, and here we are, 2 hours in, 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. What the heck am I doing? Lawrence and Jackson, definitely. Justin Herbert is definitely a top. I put Herbert in my top 5. I don't know if I put Rodgers in my top 10 anymore. I don't know. I think Rodgers right now is my number 9 or 10 guy. I'm like, I like Lawrence. I like Lawrence a lot more. I like Jackson. I think Jackson can hurt you a lot more. But if Rodgers comes back and has some weapons in New York, I'm like, that could be interesting. Yeah, I'd say Mahomes number 1. I don't even have Allen as my top 5. I'm like, he is in my top 10. I just hate his decision making. I'm like, the Buffalo Bills. I'm like, you had a running back. You had a running back in Singletary that you're going to miss next year. And you had Cooks' younger brother as well this year. And I'm like, you never really, like, you would go through games where you would use Singletary correctly, right? Like 5 or 6 games in a row at the end of the season usually. And then they start the next season and they would do what they do. I'm like, I always say, Allen does what Allen does. And I'm like, and what he does, he'll look really good. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, you know where he's going. He's going to one of his 2 wideouts. Because I'm like, they have a tight end that's really good as well that only gets used at certain parts of the game. What he ends up doing is he locks onto those 2 receivers, might have some success. He will run the ball himself, might have some success, and then that's it. And then he gets picked off, and then he does something stupid, fumbles the ball, something. And that's, I like Josh. Maybe it's because I had Singletary as in my fantasy league, and oh my goodness gracious, maybe that's why I'm so bitter at him. But yeah, I'd say Mahomes, Hurts, Burrow, Herbert. I think I have to. Yeah, I have to have Dak there because I've always been a Dak fan. And then I have to go Allen, Jackson, Watson, Rodgers, Stafford. Stafford. If I like Stafford, I just the Rams. They needed to win that Super Bowl, or they were not going to win another Super Bowl. Like, they weren't going to win. So I think Stafford has to go somewhere else very soon, ask for a trade, something, unless the Rams can miraculously get some help. I like Stafford as a quarterback. I just don't know how much help he's going to have this year. Like, obviously you have Cooper Kupp, and that's all you need sometimes, but sometimes you need more. But Rodgers won back-to-back MVPs before playing last season with no receivers at all. That is true. The ineptitude of the Green Bay front office is beyond me. They've always almost purposely trying to taunt. And the thing is, they would do the same thing with Brett Favre. Like, I remember Brett Favre would develop these receivers, and he would have like the best chemistry with them. And then all of a sudden traded, or they would sign somewhere else because Green Bay was cheap asses. And then Brett Favre would then have to do it again with the next crop of receivers. I'm like, it seems like that's the Green Bay way. Yet they have the quarterbacks. They've 2 quarterbacks in the last 25 years or so. Like, really? I know Love has played some, and then, some backups have played. But I'm like, for the most part, it's been Rodgers and Favre. And, they have pretty much done both those quarterbacks wrong each and every time. But that's, absolutely crazy. Yeah, exactly. Never drafted a first-round wide receiver. And it's like they taunted. Remember the 1 year, right? Because they had like 2 running backs. And then they ended up drafting a 3rd running back. Now he's the bruiser, but I'm like, in the 2nd round, why would you draft a 3rd running back in the 2nd round when you needed a wide receiver? And you could have got someone like A.J. Brown in that draft, or you could have got, I'm like, so many guys that you could have got. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like Green Bay was like, yeah, we don't really care about you, Rodgers. I'm like, I think Rodgers has every right to not want to be there anymore. But yeah, just I don't know how Love's going to be. I don't know. I hope maybe Love is the next guy. It makes sense in the Green Bay way. He's been under Rodgers for 2 years. If Love is the next guy, it makes sense because that's Brett Favre and Rodgers. It was like 2 years after they drafted Rodgers, so it does make sense. All right, guys, it's 1:06. I'm going to go to bed. This was way longer than I thought, but I enjoyed it. So thank you for coming along on this ride of the top 10 CBE World Champion contenders in the IC Championship and this awesome football talk. Absolutely love it. All right. Until next time, peace out. Oh, Melodope, thank you for coming by. And definitely contact me on Instagram, and we will, we'll get you ready into some CBE battles. Have a great night, guys. Have a good sleep if it's 1 o'clock, because I'm going to bed. No worries, buddy. But yeah, get a hold of me. We'll set something up. Peace out, guys.